BetOnline is your #1 source for the NBA and NHL playoffs this season. Every stat, every matchup, and even live odds while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our 150 slot games. Head to the website today and get in on the action. Don't forget to use promo code BLEAV for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, the game starts here. This episode of Private Talk is sponsored by Alexis Token. Remember, everything's bigger in Texas. Hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas. We are back, season 4, and today, Private Talk, we have the pleasure of having Mona Azar on the bed today. We don't even have a couch. We're doing an extra special for you today.
Ooh.
We're having our after dark. I feel like we would just spice things up a little bit, so we're bringing it to the bed. I heard you're quite the spicy lady. I've heard all about you, but I want to know from your mouth, your lips, all about Mona. How are you? Welcome.
I'm so good. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So I want to get to know you a little bit more. Like I said, you have a fabulous big booty. I am a connoisseur of big booty ladies. So,
Me too.
I definitely
I'm a fan of you myself.
I love it. That means you've masturbated to me. I'm quite excited.
Fuck yes. I mean, I was going to say that, eventually.
I mean, don't hold back. This is private
All right,
talk.
we're just letting it out.
We're like the truth. We like, we want to get to know each other more intimately, a little bit more better about, all the things. So we have to be truthful off the bat. 100%. That's the only way to do it.
Yes.
So walk us through your career. You've done all these types of scenes. You've this big booty queen yourself. I've been out of the business while you've been doing all these big splashes. Let me know about you and all the sexy things you've been up to.
So crazy as it is, I started as a medical sales rep.
Okay.
I wanted to get my degree in occupational therapy, but that didn't work. I have a kinesiology degree in science, and after that, I started like doing medical sales jobs, and I was getting fired from them. And it
were you getting fired because you were having sex with your boss, or were you getting fired because you were having sex with yourself?
I masturbated a lot at home. Maybe that lost focus from the real.
But that has nothing to do with the job, though.
Maybe if you got caught. I didn't like it.
Okay, so you were just more insubordinate. You didn't want to do what they were telling you to do. You were like, I'm a boss. I don't need to be here. So you're like, fuck this.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not much of a salesperson.
At this time, when you were doing this job, were you watching porn? Were you into porn?
I was watching. Fucking a lot? Yes, I watched a lot of porn in college.
Okay.
I figured out how to use the Hitachi, and that's when I figured out how to squirt. And I barely left my room.
All right, so you flunked out of college. Just kidding.
I actually passed. It took me 6 years though.
Good job.
But hey,
you still did it. That doesn't matter.
I did it. That's a lot of people.
Some
can't
people do
say
it in 8 years.
Exactly.
Something ridiculous.
Hey, it's an accomplishment, and I'm very proud of it.
Hey, you were coming, you were going, you were doing. At least you stayed
it all
long enough to where you got what you needed to get out of it.
Exactly. Well, once I continued to do getting fired. Okay. How
many times did you get fired? That sounds like a habitual thing.
3-4 times.
How many times does it take for you to be like, okay, this just isn't the job I should be applying for anymore?
I have a Persian dad, and he's very
persistent. He's pushing you.
Pushing it. He probably wanted to do medical sales in his life, and kind of it somehow transferred over to me. And at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Life doesn't come with a manual. You don't know what you want to do.
It doesn't?
I mean, do you have it? Can you send it to me?
I do. I'll sell it to you for the low price. Alexis, Texas OnlyFans.
I like that. Good promo. There you go, girl. Get the bag. Yes.
So he pushed you to do things that probably you wouldn't want to do, and then you decided at the third or fourth time you got fired.
When I turned 30, I was like, "Fuck this! I need to do my own shit. I need to figure it out." Someone told me to make an OnlyFans, and I was like, "I'm too good for that." But really, no, you don't know how to use it, and you're like, oh, I don't know if people want to see me. Okay. But yes, my first month, I made $8-10K, easy.
Okay.
And
so walk us through that. Okay. First, you go through the whole because it's one of those things that I don't know the time frame that we're talking about this, but during the pandemic, I feel like
during COVID was exactly when it started for me.
People started doing a lot of more OnlyFans because they didn't know what they were going to do with jobs and all kinds of things. So how does it go from I'm too good for that, and what's the mindset of that? And was it because you just didn't think, like you said, that people would want to see you? Or is it because you didn't think that you could be sexually?
And what my dad would think.
Okay.
Because he has such strong beliefs, and it's a different culture over there. It's so different. And like, he's very disappointed. He doesn't talk to me to this day.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's a big disappointment coming from him. But my mom's very supportive. My brother's very supportive. He's the only one that's really, like, against it. So I think I was really scared what he would think.
Okay. So then what was the final, like, decision, or what was the push?
I wanted to pay rent. I didn't want him to help me anymore. Like, he was helping me all the time, and I was tired of it. Like,
okay, so you wanted your own independence, and this is the way that you felt that was you were going to seek to get to this approval of for yourself, not him maybe, but you were hoping that, like, he would.
And there was an empowering thing with it, you know, like, whenever I would do my solos, like, it made me feel good about myself. And, like, I mean, people are like, oh, you're seeking validation. Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay.
I mean, I do what makes me feel good.
But seeking validation, I feel like people, like, it's not a bad thing at all times. It depends on where you're going with that information and how validated you need to be at all times.
Right.
So I think it's like awareness. And, you know, I think that it's kind of like figuring out what's best for you. And that's the thing too, is like, people, if that's something that was your calling, and maybe at that time because of somebody else's notions, the same way we were speaking about where you want to live, you're only listening because people are telling you what to do. But it's like, there's a certain time that you listen to your intuition.
Yep.
That it's
like a click that goes off.
What do you want? What drives you? If it's the first thought that comes to your head, like, don't push it away. There's something, the reason why that it's there. So it's like following in those steps.
You know, exactly. See,
okay, I'm Dr. Texas without the PhD. You know, this is why we're here.
Hey, I would go to you over them any day, okay? Sign me up.
I don't know who them are, but fuck them. And yes, always come to me. This is what I like. If it's coming that way or coming this way, we're going to get all of it out of you.
Okay,
yes. For sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So you figured out you wanted to do OnlyFans. So now that first month, so now you didn't think like, oh, this is for me. I couldn't do this. People don't want to see me. Blah blah blah. Now you're like, fuck it. I want to pay rent.
Paying. Like, I was like charging.
But what did you do? So it's like, how did you figure out that OF platform from going from I can't do this, I don't want to do this, I shouldn't do this, to now like
I saw the reactions to what I was posting. The feedback was great.
So what did you do? Like, did you do a solo? Did you do
solos.
booty shaking
I
stuff?
put like a solo on Pornhub and then like promoted it that way. And I was like, if you want to go to my OnlyFans, then
so then you just became viral.
Yeah.
All right. So then now you like the validation part.
Yes.
Now how does it go from being an OF girl to now signing for Spiegler?
So I started using guys on Tinder, and I was like, hey, you want to shoot a video? Got their consent. And I was like,
consent's important.
Yes, that's very, very important. Yes.
So you were definitely like the epitome of why Tinder gets the bad rep for like, it's the fucking app.
Probably. No, honestly, no. They banned me on there. I'm like, this is the fucking app. I should be like the leader of this.
But why'd they ban you?
I have no idea.
Maybe
I did not put anything in my. I made sure I checked my profile.
Maybe the people were complaining because you made more money off their OF.
Honestly, that's how you can get them. You can reel them in from Tinder.
It's like the new age of Craigslist. It's like
it is. This is the updated Craigslist Tinder.
I mean, I'm all for it. I feel like I can't. I'm not a dating app person.
Neither am I.
For
but
me,
it's great it's great for that to get those subscribers.
So you do it for your subscribers.
And I like, I connect with my fans, like I really do. Like I talk to them.
So do
like
you fuck your fans?
I have, yes.
Okay, how is that experience?
It's a great experience. I end up dating my biggest fan.
So this is your biggest fan right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
He actually recognized me when I was walking my dog, and that's how it happened. So it can happen.
Love at first sight.
It can happen.
It's like I feel like it's like better than sliding in someone's DMs, right? At least you being honest.
Yeah, because it's not honest.
But my thing is, it's being honest to the point where some people will date you and lie that they're not fans, and I'm like, okay.
That's kind of what happened. He lied at first.
We're blowing your spot.
Hey.
So he said he didn't. Truth. So he didn't know you. But then you saw his search history, and it was all you.
Well, he eventually told me he spilled the beans because I don't know, maybe he felt bad or something. He had some epiphany like, oh shit, I need to tell her. Because I'm super honest and very real. And maybe he was just trying to see how I was. I gave him that freebie. It's okay. People lie.
So you can lie one time.
You can lie a couple times. It depends what it is. You got to be lenient with people that you love.
I'm trying to think about this. Interesting. So how many times has he lied?
About what exactly?
I don't know. You said how many times. So he gets a certain time. So it's is he on his first, his second attempt? How many strikes does it take till you're out? Is he on thin ice? Is he still doing good?
No, he's not on thin ice. No.
Have y'all been together for a long time?
9 months.
9 months?
Yeah.
So a baby could have been born.
A baby could have been born. It is, yeah.
You said I was
going to say something, but maybe I should just not.
We want the truth. If I had my buttons with my soundboard, I would say I want the truth.
Okay, well, I took a couple pregnancy tests, but then I just realized I gained weight. So that was, shit happens.
How did that make you feel?
I mean, I was like, shit, I gotta get in the gym. Like, what the fuck is this? But it was really funny because, like, I did the whole, like, I took a video and it was just, like, not pregnant. I'm like...
Were you sad?
No, fuck no. I was, like, celebrating.
Did you pop some champagne?
I should have, huh? Tequila.
I like tequila.
Yeah, you tequila, girl?
I wish I had tequila here, but I'm all looking at the bar. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that bar is nice down there.
Oh, we can have one after.
Okay, bet.
I like this. We'll see where this is going.
Me too.
I need to know about all the lies. I need to know about all the things. So,
oh, God.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
To anyone who hears this that gets offended.
No, I think that for me, I think that people need to come back to being like, honesty doesn't mean that it's like a bad thing. I think that sometimes the truth hurts. That's why.
I mean, it does.
But I think that it's perspective. I feel like it only hurts
perspective in life.
It only hurts if it's triggering you, and you have to figure out why it's a trigger, and that's your problem, not my problem.
You're so smart.
And
Back to
today,
Texas.
I told you. See, you catch on quickly. What is your favorite social media platform that you like to be on?
Twitter, because I can post whatever I want.
So what do you mean that you post whatever you want? As far as verbally or like picture-wise? Are you doing like your scenes, like full-on fucking? Like what's going on?
I do like BTS behind the scenes. I'll post something from the scenes, and then like I'll just post like random nudes like publicly. Like I like to show my shit publicly. Like you can't really do that on OnlyFans.
Because we have to let Private Talk know because I'm getting to know you just the same time.
Sure.
Because I just know your name. I know you have a big booty. I know that you're really wild and crazy and fun. That's all I heard, right? and from a good source.
Yes.
And she spoke really highly of you.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, but now it's like full circle. So you went from OnlyFans doing the whole thing. You saw how popular it was. Now you go and you sign with a big agency called Spiegler.
I googled his name. I googled like the best agent you can get in this industry, and his name popped up. And then I just sent him an email, and I was like, "Hey, like I have the it factor. Like I'm so ready for this.
I love it."
Yeah, and he hit me up immediately, and that's what I loved about him. Like he was straight to the point, quick. Like you got like whatever answer you needed, he got it for you like that day.
So how long have you been with Spiegler? And how long have you been in the industry?
3 months. Well, 3 months. 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've only been with Spiegler from the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Now, back in the day, Spiegler was known for having the Spiegler girls that you did absolutely everything. There was nothing on your no list. You were always available. You're always whatever. Is that still true to this day?
100%. And the very first thing he said to me when I was on the phone with him was, "Are you a slut?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm a slut." Like,
define slut for us.
Well, let's just say this.
Anything goes?
Well, no. When you first get to LA. You do like trial runs.
Okay.
And the first thing he made me do was get tested.
Okay.
And I can't tell you, like before the industry, I honestly.
What do you mean trial runs? Like you had to fuck someone before?
Like you do, like I shot for Brazzers, like.
But that's not a trial. That's a scene. What do you mean
it's a scene? It's a scene trial. For him, it's trials because they're testing you out.
I was all, bitch, did these people lie to you? I said trial.
No, I got paid for these scenes. No, yeah.
But for his agency, got it. Okay,
and so he gets feedback to make sure that you're like a good fit for this.
A good slut.
So
I respect Spiegler. He's been from the first time I've met him.
Yeah, he's old school.
He has definitely different rules than certain people. I've been really good friends with people throughout in his agency throughout the years. So it's like for me, I respect the hustle. I respect how he is as a businessman, and he's just no bullshit. And he also lets the girls be girls to a point, like as far as like. In their real life, as far as not dictating those things, as far as he just dictates the work thing, which that's his job. So I respect
and I truly think he's the best agent you can get in the game right now, like 100%.
Yeah, I don't even know who are agents in the game.
There's like Hussey, Fox. Like I reached out to them and they took forever to get back with me, and I was like.
That's the thing. I think it becomes that this is still a business and it's professional as well. So it's like you need someone to
take it as seriously as you do.
Like you're very like even we can joke around, be like, oh, I'm a slut, but you also are about your business. You can tell like you even with signing up for the podcast, like you were on time. You answered back out of in a quick manner.
Exactly.
Things like that. So it's like you respect people's
professionalism,
time, and I think that goes a long way. Where some people they don't answer anything, or it's like takes a day to go back, and then you're just like, are they going to show up or are they not? And then, and then this industry in that sense gets a bad rap because we're not reliable. And we're like, there's a lot of people that really are. So I appreciate women like yourself. You're like, hey, I'm a slut, I'm this, I'm that, but you own it. you show up, you do your job, you know, you tell it how it is. And I respect someone who really is passionate about what you're doing and where your destiny is going, than just being like, yeah, I don't know, just fuck everybody.
Yeah,
like, no.
I mean, that's how it was when I was doing medical sales. Like, I hated my job and I wasn't doing anything about it. Like, I mean, I learned, like, when I turned 30, I was like, I need to do something that I love doing, like, and get paid for it.
So were you being in medical sales, like, okay, we get that, but were you always a slut and always like to fuck? Like, were you fucking your boyfriends
like, a lot of my first times were on, like, the camera.
So what unleashed your, like, sluttiness? Like, why all of a sudden?
I don't know,
like,
I think
it's
some
not.
guy really pissed me off.
Who is this guy?
Nobody important. Now it's like,
okay,
dude,
let's give him a name. Like, what is this? What did this person?
He's a jabroni.
That's very old school. I haven't heard that in forever. Are you an East Coast lady? Where would you say you're from?
I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, that is definitely not East Coast.
Yeah, jabroni. That's
so
from The Rock.
old.
The Rock.
Well, it's so old. Though.
You know, can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
You're a jabroni, but it's just so old. You just look so young for me. Like,
I know. I guess I'm an old soul.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Okay, so jabroni made this.
This jabroni pissed me off. Like, kind of made me feel like we hooked up and like.
So he wasn't even your man.
No, this is a situationship, 100%.
And he made you this mad.
The situationships piss me off.
Whoreness in your vagina.
They piss me off the most because there's no relationship, so there's nothing you can do. Like, you just
okay.
Get pissed.
Walk me through this. What did he do? He fucked you and you thought
he didn't even finish, and I felt like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was like the worst sex I ever had. When I have bad sex, I get pissed off.
So was he too drunk to finish, or like what was he just?
I think he was too high to finish.
Then how? That's his problem. Why the fuck do you care?
Because I pride myself on my sex skills. I pride myself on my sex skills. Like, I want to know, like, I was like your top 5, like, for sure. Like, I want to know that, like, you think about me when I leave. Like, what the fuck? It's like, it's an ego thing.
But how do you know that you aren't, even though he didn't finish? He was too high. He doesn't.
I know. Well, that's my problem. I was thinking too much about it, and I was probably like, "Fuck this dude."
But we like this.
But hey, I met up with him after this.
Okay.
And I fucking got him so bad, like, because I knew.
So now he's obsessed, and he's calling every day.
Yeah. Well, he was like, now you know it's.
Well, now you have a boyfriend,
he gets the point. Yeah. But he was texting me a lot, and I was like, yes, I got him. Like, it's kind of fucked up, but like,
so
that was just the way my
head went. You're like, you have a man brain where you like, you want to fuck to like get them hooked, but you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
See, maybe you're the problem.
I was definitely the problem.
Okay.
I'm not denying that.
I'm glad that you admit that.
Oh God, yeah.
But only because, what I love about it though is the flip switch of not it being an intimate thing, but it triggered your like sexuality to be like, fuck you, I'm that bitch. Because some people, like, we all should know our worth, but sometimes we don't. And maybe it's because we haven't been in that relationship, or maybe we didn't feel those things, whatever. But then as soon as it goes, you're like, oh, game on.
It gave me confidence though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's the game on part where it's like, now look at you. Now you're like, owned your sexuality. So the light switch went on.
I don't even think about this guy anymore. Like,
okay,
this was the only time I thought about him. Like, right now.
You're welcome. No,
You're bringing up dark things.
But you have to bring it up to let it out and let it go.
Right? For sure.
So
yes. To be able to talk about it, like, coolly is always good.
So, okay. So now this inner beast in you comes out. So where did you go from there? Did you start trying everything? Did you only, because again, you started with solos only on your own.
Yeah.
Fans. And so now you signed with Spiegler. You did these trial runs,
and then I was like a good fit. And so then I moved to LA.
I'm a good fit, but
I'm a good fit. So tight. Okay, so
fit like a glove.
Fit like a glove. So I moved to LA, and then I'm like shooting all the time because you are always booked for Spiegler, and I mean I was killing it. And he told me you're gonna have to do anal, and I'm like, let's fuck it up, let's do it. But
had you ever done it before at this time?
No.
Okay.
But before that, I never even hooked up with a girl before.
Okay.
And so I did that. Violet Starr was my first girl, and it was an amazing experience. And she made me love girls.
I love it.
So I mean, that's really important to have a really good first experience.
I agree. Mine was Brianna Love.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, I feel like I'm hearing like you have, and she's like definitely old school, way before your time. She finished many moons ago. Like she was back in the day when Gonzo movies and stuff like that with like big booty girls. She made them become popular. Like of why? Because before everybody was like really like stick thin. They had big fake tits, blonde hair, like the whole like thing. And she became like curvy girl, like 101. Her and
I love that.
Tiffany, I can't remember at the moment, but for sure her. So she was my first girl. It was the same thing. It was like I had never been with a girl before. Being from Texas was like we got drunk, but we talked, like we kissed, but we didn't talk about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was always curious, and so like
Same.
having her, it was like she was a true lesbian, and I was like, oh, you really like girls? I'm like, oh,
that's hot, yeah.
And then it would just kind of open that whole like floodgate. I was like, oh, maybe I do like girls, like
yeah.
So then it opened my bisexual like curiosity thing out, and so then I started being really selective with females, and then it was like, and then after that was belladonna. Like I got really spoiled. Like it was.
So wait, belladonna. Everyone says every time I'm on set, a director says I look like belladonna.
You look like you could be like her like cousin, sister,
okay,
and
yeah,
that definitely
that's
family,
awesome.
whatever, for sure.
Yeah.
She was a really good friend of mine. She was an amazing performer. People would, in the beginning was like, oh, you'd be so scared because she was a hardcore performer. I was like, but she's the most loving person. Where it's like people think like when you do like hardcore scenes and stuff like that, sometimes get a bad rep because they think that's all you can do. Where it's like people adapt to people. You know what I mean? And it's about energy. It's about like the sensuality of what you want, or if you want to go like full beast mode, okay, cool, but it's like it's always time and place. So I did a whole movie with her called Discovering Alexis Texas, and so she kind of walked me through different explorations of like my sexuality and things like that. So it was a different kind of intimacy, which was really cool to explore.
Really cool, yeah.
But she was definitely a cool teacher to look up to in those moments, and she's a rock star of a person and performer.
That's awesome.
Fun times. Okay, so what are your scenes that you said you pride yourself on your sex skills? You came into this industry, you made a big name for yourself. What kind of scenes are you most known for?
Well, I love my first, my anal scenes. Everyone loves my anal scenes. Like, I'm very passionate in every scene I do, but when there's more guys, of course, like...
You love the dick.
I love just, like, being ravaged by men. Like,
how many dicks have you taken at one time?
5. My gangbang, my first gangbang.
And
I lost my gangbang virginity to, it was Brazzers.
Brazzers,
yes.
Okay.
And they did my first anal and first DP.
Okay. All right, Brazzers just took your virginity. And
they did. They just take it all, and I'll let them do it anytime they want.
Are you contracted with them, or are you?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay. I like that.
Fingers crossed.
I love how confidently that you talk. I think that it takes a lot of
you need to know what you want, though. That's the thing. People don't know what they want, and like once you figure that out, then you just like say it out loud and you try to go for that. Then,
but that's the determination of is where it's like you could tell that you own it when you say it. Some people say it and it's a lost like thought.
Yeah.
But it's like you own it.
So you
and
have to really,
feel it,
really believe it. You have to really believe.
I think that kind of shows volumes of why you really have made a name in this industry is because even in this whole world, like it's really hard to become a standout name nowadays because of OnlyFans and Instagram models and all these, like it's oversaturated with certain things. Yeah. But being someone that, kind of caveats and does your own thing and still within all of that, I think it speaks volumes of like you just owning your sexuality, which I think is important to just kind of like be who the fuck you want to be. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. If it's you don't want to be a fucking sales rep, fuck it, don't do it. And that's why I think OnlyFans and those things too has been a gatekeeper to people who kind of changing careers.
We're really lucky for OnlyFans, honestly. Like that's...
I think that, it's a double-edged sword. Do I think that, I would say lucky, I don't know if is the right word. I think I think I'm grateful for platforms like OnlyFans, but there was other things going on as well prior to. I think when the pandemic happened, it made a highlight on those types of platforms of why they're needed and why the middleman of why, performers and things like that and content creators should be getting more money, and the payout of what was happening prior to was a big wake-up moment. And I think that's why just the world that we're in is kind of like the divide of like learning like what pay things are. And then, look at the economy now, as far as like inflation has gone up crazy, and all those things, and all of it just because of the world and the things that are happening around us. So people, it's different strokes for different folks, but
yes.
It's not really sexy, but who knows, a lot of things are sexy when you're educated.
I'm always willing to learn. You learn something new every day.
This is very true. So what did you learn today? Or have you not learned it yet? We still got time.
Yeah, we do. There's something I do want to learn later.
Ooh. Okay, so you started doing scenes. Is there something that you haven't done that you'd like to do in the industry? Besides being the browser contract girl, is there maybe a type of scene or maybe performers that you haven't worked with that you would like to?
Let's see. I do want to do... It's like, what else is there to do? Like, I've done everything, but then I'm like, I haven't done double anal.
Okay.
I've taken dread before on my ass.
Okay.
And, I would
Explain to Private Talk how big dread is. You're all, what can we...
He's like another leg. He's like 10 inches, I believe.
Is he as big as my head?
I mean,
around?
yeah, like I can't, like I'm very well known for my deep throat skills. I can go pretty far. But him,
I wish I
can
had
go,
something for you to deep throat.
What was that?
I wish I had something for you to deep throat. You think you can deep throat that?
We can try.
Try it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Do you want water? Well,
you know what? Yeah. You gotta
you need to lube up.
You gotta get it
Well,
wet. You gotta get it wet.
I'm concerned. Now I gotta, let's see.
Concerned? Don't be concerned. I'll be concerned for this guy right here. Okay.
Oh, the teeth went down.
Well,
That was good and you didn't even gag.
I know. Huh. I'm getting better.
I wish we had a ruler, next time. We need to put that in our kit.
Tasty.
Who is the biggest that you've taken? Is Dread the biggest?
I think Dread is the biggest.
Interesting.
A lot of people want me to work with Brickzilla, but I'm trying to get that going.
Who is that?
He is
That's
apparently
a scary name.
Okay, no, Dread will kill me if I say this. I don't know who's bigger. You know what?
Do they really get mad if you say someone's bigger?
I think so. I would think so. If someone's like, this girl's butt's bigger than yours, I'd be like, what?
I wouldn't care.
I don't know. I would kind of care, low key. But I wouldn't
why? For what reason?
I don't know. I want to have
That doesn't mean your ass isn't nice, bitch. That just means that there's another ass that's bigger than yours. And bigger also doesn't mean better.
I want to be the biggest.
It's that ego problem. Look,
I need to work on it.
We
gotta kill the ego, right?
Ego doesn't serve nobody. That's the problem. I also had one at one point.
You know what I do like about it?
It's about being your cheerleader, but not having an ego about it.
Yeah, that's the tricky part about it, though. Like I feel like sometimes it's good to be a little delusional. That way you're like, wow, a little overconfident. Just a little bit. Not cocky, but confident. Sometimes you need that to
delusional. I think that there's a truth in what that is because you do believe it.
Right.
I think that it's the hard line of finding of knowing that just because your butt may be bigger, better, whatever, it doesn't mean that mine's not better either. Of knowing they're
both great. Why can't they both be great?
But that's a you problem. You just said that yours has to be the best.
Well, if they're calling me out, I hate when people call me out. And
but then that's their problem because who calls out people?
But don't tag me in it and I don't want to see that.
Fuck them. Don't answer. That's a really good thing is ignore.
Ignore. That's so hard. I always want to say something clever.
Is good for the soul.
I like to say clever things to make people laugh.
I do too, and
it's
but
fun.
In person it's better.
Yeah, for sure.
On the internet, they get lost.
They're not gonna. I mean, they're not. They're probably so scared of me. They should be.
They absolutely are. That's why they want to say something to fuck with you, and that's what I found out. Too. It's but when you chime in, it's just does it really matter?
It doesn't. But sometimes you just like to be
I mean, sometimes you need to
stand up for yourself.
See whose dick is bigger. I get it.
My dick is bigger.
I get it, and my dick's bigger too, baby. So what are we gonna do? But all the dicks are the best.
Yes, yes. Small dicks are great too. I always say, look, put it in your ass and it's better. That's what I say.
But my ass, and it's not going in my ass if you have a small dick. It won't clear the cheeks.
I know, man. It's gets lost in there.
It won't even fit.
It does,
you gotta be this tall to ride this ride.
Damn, it's like that?
Yeah. Small. It just doesn't work. It just won't clear.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. So you're just big dick only. I
mean, I haven't had a lot of dick in my ass, but the ones I have have been decent. Not it's not Dread. I don't even know if I could do that, but decent. It's big enough to say, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? If you could change jobs, would you? And if so, what would it be?
A philanthropist. If I could give, if I just had so much money that I could just give it away, that's where I want to be.
But is that a job?
I think that is a job. Isn't George Clooney one of those?
I think that's part of his resume, but I think that's something rich people. I think that's what rich people say.
I want it to be. I know that's exactly what I'm going for. It's a goal. Oh, thank you. Acting.
Okay.
I've already been in a movie actually, but it's not out yet. It's called Brass Rails, and I did a little cameo.
What did you of yourself?
Yeah, it's of myself, Mona Azar. Yeah.
Were you in a porn scene, or were you doing something
I was getting
sexy?
fucked. Yeah, I was a prostitute, and I was yeah.
How was that role?
It was great. It was
Did you have
fun.
to practice for it?
Not really. It was like kind of on the spot because like a lot of times we shoot dialogue and it's like on the spot. You don't get the line sometimes till the day of.
Okay. So did that inspire you to want to do more acting,
No, I
or did you want to do it to before?
I always wanted to.
Okay, so
when I was a kid, I always liked
your
it.
ideal role, like just in a perfect world, what would your ideal role
Being
be
a
for-
Marvel character.
Oh, so you want to be like
A superhero. Fuck yeah. That's
Okay.
so cool. I just saw The Flash and it was so cool.
Do you masturbate to superheroes?
I don't, but maybe I should start doing it.
I mean, just a thought. The way you roll your eyes about the superhero, you seem very, involved.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ezra Miller is hot, so I don't know.
Okay. So what superhero would you want to be? Is there a particular one, or would you want to be your own, like...
I want to be my own thing.
I
don't know. I have to read the comics to see what they haven't done yet.
So you haven't done your research yet?
No, I haven't.
To be continued. We'll have a follow-up.
Thank you for that. I'm going to have to do my
follow-up.
research now.
Okay. Who do you go to for advice?
My assistant / boyfriend, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we do everything together.
Okay.
But I honestly, sometimes if I don't like it, I just ignore, But I don't always take it. I just I just take it with a grain of salt,
Okay. If you could give your younger self advice right now, what would that be?
Get out of school now.
Run! Run!
I don't know. I just feel like I could have been doing something that I love to do, like acting, like really, or just focus on that and figure out how I get, because it's not common in Louisiana to become an actor. Like,
But I mean,
It's-
no,
so you're
there's
supposed to
no
get, like, a
time.
9 to-
There's no time like the present.
yeah, exactly. Hey, you're never too old to do it.
No, you're not. But
Samuel
that's the thing.
Jackson had his first movie when he was 40 years old.
I mean, Al
Pulp
Pacino,
Fiction.
he's 80, still acting, still doing things. Obviously, had a great body of work throughout time. But it's
Yeah.
like, if you really want to do something,
You're never too
take,
old.
you're in LA, take it, take advantage of like the things that you have around you. Like if it's acting classes, if it's going on your TikTok or making your YouTube thing and doing your own reels and showing people. Nowadays it's so many different ways to like become viral, so they say, or like make it a thing where like people see what you're doing or what your skills can be other than your deep
yeah.
throat.
I was just telling my assistant that
I like how he has a different name every time you speak about it.
It just sounds more professional, it's professional that way.
Okay, the assist.
I was just telling him like we should do on my free account, my OnlyFans, like a reality show of us, like because people always ask me, like they're always so curious to what I do day to day. Like, do you fuck every day? Like, do you have an addiction to sex? And it's like, I mean, he might, but like I don't, But like I want people to know my story. Like I think I'm a little bit more interesting than the Kardashians. You know, like.
Well, I don't think you necessarily should have it on your free page. I think maybe you create a YouTube series or thing like that, is because then you can monetize. Because what I mean.
See,
Like,
that's why I gotta bring it up. I gotta get better ideas. There you go.
And then I'm a big person about manifesting, but you gotta talk about it. But if that's something that you want to do, the thing is
I
like,
do.
The biggest thing is nowadays of anything we do is owning your content. So if you're gonna do whatever, like you could put on every platform. No one says that you can. There's no exclusivity. So it's like if you want to do it, fucking film something. Who cares? If the people don't like it, they don't like it. If they love it, they fucking love it. But if that's what.
But
you
I want to
feel
try
like,
it, and I would regret it if I didn't try it.
Well, then there's the answer. Then you have to fucking try it.
Exactly.
The time is now.
The time is now.
Dr. Texas says so.
Dr. Texas.
Top 3 rules that you abide by. Is there like kind of like a life code that you like go through that you maybe were like things that you kind of like stick by, like you have a code of conduct?
Be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
I love that.
I'm just really big on like being real, like you said. Like it's just annoying to try to be or put up with a certain persona that you need to be. So just do what you want to do. Like don't like look. It's like I feel like it's for social media. It's like you see all these girls and like you look up to the girls that are like, they have a lot of followers and you're like, well, what are they doing? Like, what am I not doing?
What can it, yeah.
But it's like, no, just do your own thing. Like come up with your own thing. I don't like to copy off of people.
For sure. Be authentic.
Yes.
So you being the small town girl, you were in an office job you hated, you went and started getting all this like notoriety and fame. Has anything crazy come across your DMs? Have you like had people like, that you were maybe fans of that like hit you up and like that you kind of hung out with after
Yes.
fame?
I mean, I'm not allowed to say who they are, but yes, that has happened in my DMs.
That means you signed NDAs.
Yes.
So there's been several accounts.
Yes. And I don't believe in like blasting people like poor Zion's going through right now.
Yeah. Which I think is kind of crazy because I feel like that's in the sense when people start getting a bad name, like overall, is because it's like people have their own situations, whatever. But when you start like, I mean, like, do you really have to put all your business out there?
I don't know. Is it for fame? Like, what is it for? Like, what is the purpose of this?
I think it's the delusion and the hurt and the attention, all of the above.
But do you not get enough attention from like your posts and stuff? Like, I feel like that should be enough.
No, I think it comes from, and me not even knowing the situation, but what everybody else knows. It's just the fact that it's like, she probably thought that she was the one, that he promised her whatever, and he said all the things and woo, 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 and she was like, got caught up and got played.
Yeah.
And then now her ego's bruised.
Her account is suspended now, too.
So she's going to say this, that, if it's true, not, who knows. But, like, when she say it on the internet, unfortunately, who knows when it's true or not anymore, and that's the bad part of the situation. And then, again, what looks bad on everybody, because if you're hanging out with somebody or doing whatever, it's like, nobody needs to kiss and tell. Like, we're all adults. Like, why do you need to bring your, drama to the
like,
socials?
get the bag. Like, don't. But, everyone's going through their thing.
So have you ever slid into someone's DM and it actually, like, happened? Or has it always been them sliding in yours?
Them sliding in mine.
Okay.
I'm probably too shy to do that.
Okay. You shy? I don't see that.
Like, with that, because it's, like, I could be left on scene, and, like, that's my biggest fear.
But who cares?
Me.
At least you tried it.
I care. My ego cares.
Yeah, but see, this is something we need to work on, we need to, like, who cares?
I feel like I want to, like, there's a couple things I want to do before I start sliding in DMs,
What are the things you want to do?
Like, I want to, like, I don't know, I want to do more things, like, do the acting thing. There's things I want to do, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll hit up this person, so-and-so.
So why does that determine sliding in a DM?
I don't know. It gives me more confidence, like, in who I am.
But you should be confident now, but I feel you.
You're right. No, 100%.
And I think that you are confident.
But sometimes I have to do things to, like, get my, like, okay, yeah.
Your mojo?
Yeah, my mojo
Your
going.
mojo
That's the perfect way. Like, yeah. When Austin Powers lost his mojo. Did you see that?
But yours isn't lost. It's still intact.
Yes.
you're like, is it? You said yes, and then it's in like it was a question.
It's hidden
mark.
under all this ass.
All this ass and them jeans. When's the last time you had sex?
Yesterday.
Okay, was it for work or for fun?
For fun.
How many times do you have sex during the week?
Probably every day of the week.
Okay. And all of those are for fun, and all of those are for work?
Sometimes it's for work. Maybe, like, it depends on how often I get, booked for something. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it could be once a week for work or for OnlyFans. I do a lot of collabs. I just worked with Jesse Rogers the other day. Rochelle Ryan. Like, those, I still count that as, it's sex.
So you count work sex as sex? Like normal sex?
Yeah.
Regular sex?
It's like works. It's like work for me. It's business.
Okay. But it doesn't count as personal sex?
No.
Okay.
Personal sex is like...
You and your man?
Yes.
Okay. Do you and your man have, like, other people involved in your relationship? Or sexual situation?
We haven't yet, but we would like to start doing that.
Okay. Is your man fucking you on OnlyFans?
Yes.
Okay.
I also gave him the okay to fuck other girls also.
With or without you there?
Without me there.
Okay.
Because I'm doing that too.
Okay.
And it is for work, but, like, I don't know, I feel like he just needed to, like, it was good for him to do that. So he can hopefully understand, like, where I come from, even though it is a little different. But I just,
Was he fucking these people before you were in his life?
No.
Got it. So you made him an
I wanted him. I encouraged it. I was
Okay.
like, you need to do this. Because, like...
Does someone in your life have to be doing that type of work for you to feel like you can do it as well without feeling like regret or shame?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
It's a weird thing, but it's just, it doesn't feel... I don't know, you feel bad. Even though I've been doing it before I met him, like, I just feel bad because it's like... When you're with someone, you're supposed to be loyal to them, and I'm not used to that, Like, this is my first boyfriend with, doing what I'm doing.
But why do you feel that you're not being loyal if you have an understanding and an agreement that that's your job and you're only doing sex for work?
I don't know, because I think it's just natural to have those feelings when you're with someone.
I think that's programmed of your past.
Exactly.
You, like, when you're,
I'm trying to, like, somehow, like, mesh them, and it's working. Like, we're doing good, but it's like at first it was like a little.
a little
confusing a little bit. It was like rocky, but
the best advice I could say is just like the communication part. Whatever, even if you, with any relationship. Even if you try, but even the sex thing is about being honest about sex. Most people in like relationships, yeah, we can be honest and it has to be communication, but most people generally don't communicate about sex, which is so ironic and weird.
It's like you're supposed to.
But the thing is like when you're doing it now with other people, it's like, hey, if you have a good day at work, have a great day. Don't over embellish. Or, you know, you want to say this and you want to tell me, I want to hear all about it. Or whatever your guidelines are, is because the more you can be honest, the more that there's like less confusion and like room for you to imagine something else and being honest. Like I used to be married to a performer, so it was like we were very open about like our boundaries, what he wanted me to do or didn't want me to do, or what he felt comfortable, vice versa, and it worked. Like our relationship didn't work not because of the business. Like we were very.
There's also a big age difference. I mean, I'm 33, about to be 34. He's just turned 24. So I mean, you know, I'm mommy. But I don't mind it.
So have you done mommy play before?
Oh God, yeah, I'm always a MILF.
So you're always mommy.
Sweetie, this and sweetie, do the dishes.
So are you a people pleaser, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
All right. I can see that about you. What's a luxury item that you spoil yourself with?
A luxury item?
It could be anything from like a spa day, or maybe you like cars, jewelry, clothes.
Honestly, I don't
Vacations.
anymore. I like am really a bad impulsive shopper.
Okay.
So like I need to stay like I have to be very careful about what I spend on. But if it's like a purse. Like I love Louis Vuitton. I have a Dolce & Gabbana purse. I feel like your bag should be expensive, you know?
Okay.
I have a little Chanel bag, little banny thing. It's really cute.
The way your voice sounded, that you really, Chanel,
I was gonna wear it today, but I was like, no.
I mean, you could have. I wouldn't have been mad at you. What's the best pickup line ever used on you?
Oh my gosh, he just said it to me. It's so stupid.
Is this how you're...
It's the are you a fart? Because you took my breath away.
Oh, someone said that? Your assistant told you that?
My assistant did, and I was very turned on after. I was like,
did you tell him to sit on your face?
Yes, I'd like to suffocate him.
Him sit on your face?
Oh, him sit on my face? I mean, yeah, he has, but like usually I'm the one that sits on his face. Like the motorboat.
I heard that's a new thing 20-year-olds are doing. They're sitting on people's faces.
Really?
You got excited.
I like it. I like this. Maybe I should do this.
I don't.
We should try this tonight.
But like when you sit, are you gonna spread and sit? Just sit? Like how are you gonna sit?
I mean, he's spread too. Like
you like it spread?
Yeah. Like I've like we've gotten we're very intimate. Like
so does intimate mean that you've been in every hole?
Yes. Well, I mean, not his holes. Or not his holes.
Everybody's holes.
I mean, I want to peg him, but he won't let me.
That's drawing the line.
I want to experience it, and I feel like it should be with him.
Have
but like,
you
I don't
pegged
know.
Somebody before?
I've pegged girls.
How do you know your way back there?
I don't. I was just gonna like figure it out, like I normally do. You know.
And you're not okay with her figuring that out? We're gonna put you on this spot.
He jokes about it with me. He's like, "You want to peg me tonight?" I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck no," and I'm like,
finger.
He actually let me. I don't know if he's joking or not, but like I go in there with my finger, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
How's that joking if your finger's in there?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he liked. It was in there. Are you sure? All right. Whatever.
She just like licked it one time.
No,
dude.
dude.
Uncomfortable.
No bullshit. He loved it.
I was like, nah.
He loves it.
That's where your G spot is. You may want to like it.
Yeah, but it's not masculine. You know, we're Persians.
Oh, cause like yeah, he doesn't want to have his like legs up like. You know?
The Jan sport.
It does look funny, but like people like to watch it.
Have you ever had someone do the Jan sport to you?
Yeah.
And you're all for it?
Yeah, I did it for like Mike Adriano and all those people.
Yeah.
You know, they like
all
that
those
shit.
People.
You know.
So you would never do the Jan sport.
The Jan sport. I'm dead.
But how do you? But for you, and if you're with your lady, how is that like demasculating you? If it's something you two are sharing together? And because you don't know if you enjoy it unless you do it, right? And it's supposed to be then heightened orgasm, like, you know, your G-spot, you know? See, look.
Thanks, girl, you got my back.
So, it's not like she's going to kiss and tell. Just me. But,
I probably want to film it, though.
Now you're getting crazy. Let's start
with Mona Azar is bizarre,
Let's start with the first, and then he'll like it too, and then he'll get hooked.
Okay, yeah, you gotta,
and then, see, and then we're just shooting your asshole. No one wants to see your face.
Yeah.
It's just the asshole.
Yeah, he shows that to me all the time, like.
See? Look, match made in heaven.
Exactly, there.
So, how did you know that... How many scenes, this is a lot about him, how many scenes of hers did you watch before you like saw her and approached her with the dog?
So, funny thing is that 3 months before I meet her, one of my friends, he like...
And then the Persian community, he's Persian.
Okay.
He showed me a video of her. He was like, this is a Persian girl. She's a porn star. I was like, wow, that's crazy. She's kind of hot. And,
You're like my future wife.
I was like, wow. She's like, fire for, what she's doing.
Her asshole's gaping.
3 months later, I see this lady like walking.
Oh, he said lady, that's cute.
Walking the dog, and I'm like, wow, that's gotta be Mona Azar. And I call my friend, I'm like, dude, I think this is Mona Azar here. I just get out of my car.
He's all, go talk to her now, run!
You should talk to her. I was like, okay, I'll just approach her. Like, wow, you got such a cute dog.
Yeah, he complimented my dog. Like, do you know how many times I hear this? I'm like, do you want me or do you want my dog? Like,
what's your dog?
She's a little Yorkie. She's really cute. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Dick magnet.
Exactly. And a pussy magnet.
She is. Yeah, I'll take her out. A lot of girls.
Yeah, I let him use her sometimes.
For his OnlyFans?
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, no, that's how that's how you get the girls.
Exactly.
For your
You get them to,
you take the
it's
dog.
a
Like, oh, your dog is
opener.
so cute. Or you're like, hey, you want to come to my house and do OnlyFans with me? It's a conversation.
He's done that before.
So then you didn't tell her that you watched her porno and you just lied to her for months, and then one day you were drunk.
I didn't even lie to her. I was like,
You just didn't tell her.
Like,
You just didn't say.
Are you familiar? She was
You look
like,
familiar.
I said, you look familiar. She's like, you've probably seen my videos. And I was like, how are you Mona Azar? She said, yeah, I'm that girl on the internet. And then
But he kept lying about it because I think he was a little embarrassed.
yeah, because I just didn't want to approach
He didn't want to be like a big fan.
Who have you approached before?
I tried approaching Jada Stevens. And
Walking her dog?
No, she was with some guy.
And you approached her with the guy?
This dude has balls. Like, this is why
And you
I
were
love
just
him.
like, hey, baby, I've seen you before? And you were trying to hit on her with the guy?
Like, hey, how you doing? And like, just normal conversation. I think you look very familiar. And she was like, yeah, I'm the girl from internet.
So they all say I'm the girl from the internet.
Some of them say that.
Okay.
Some of them say that.
So who's the other girl? I'm curious. Not to take away from you, but
you're fine. No, it's interesting. You're fine. Was it Olivia Austin?
She was such a
So you like all the ass. Look. Those are all big girls. Or big butt
Jada
girls.
Stevens, but I don't know about Olivia Austin.
She's
she's got big tits.
Yeah.
It was Austin. Yeah, okay, another one. Okay, got
another
it.
one. Okay.
I didn't like the interaction with her. I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm approaching them just because they're a porn star. They get offended. Maybe they don't want. So that's why I was trying to approach her.
So he had already worked his way and he knew how to talk to porn girls now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's experienced now.
Okay. So then you liked what he said.
I mean,
And so how did his conversation to you now? Because I'm sure, like you said, your dog gets a lot of attention. Now, like you said, the fan thing, that does turn you on a bit or whatever, but you don't know what
But I think it's because he was Persian. That's what turned me on. Because my dad's Persian and, daddy issues.
Daddy issues?
Exactly.
Okay.
You understand.
I'm like, I had mommy and daddy issues, and then I fixed those both, but...
I don't know. I always wanted to date a Persian guy.
Okay.
And
so he's your first Persian man.
Yes.
And going great so far.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, not every relationship is work, but if you want to stay together, you'll do anything to make it work, and I'm happy.
Okay. Laying it down.
Yeah.
The Persian way.
Yes. But happy wife, happy life. I do believe that.
Okay. I mean, happy enough to make it where you're allowing you to do your own, OnlyFans things and being comfortable with all those things. And
I was totally fine with being single, I mean, I accepted it. I was like, fuck it.
Okay.
But
and love
I met
found
him,
you.
and yeah.
Love found you. All right. Describe something exciting for you in your life right now. You have this whole thing. You started doing porn, but you've been doing that for a while. You have this relationship you've had for a minute too. Is there something else that you're maybe working on that you're like excited about doing?
Well, I'm gonna do acting classes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start like doing characters that like I would want to go, to go audition for.
Okay.
So I think that's a big deal. Like I've never done that before. I took improv classes in college, but it's different. Like my mindset's different. I feel like you change all the time. So like I wanted to try that again and see where it goes, because I really enjoy the acting.
So take
aspect.
it serious this time.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, it's always a performance when you're shooting.
Yeah.
It's like
I think it's also like the more that you evolve and get older, you get comfortable in your own skin too. So it's like you could really push yourself.
It gave me confidence to try this because I'm like, I mean, if I'm naked on the internet, I should be fine just being vulnerable with my emotions on camera, which I mean, I am.
Facts. What would you say is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh gosh.
He's like
when he slaps my ass.
God. At all times.
And then sometimes slaps my boobies and when.
But why don't you what's the trigger there? Because there has to be.
Because I just have a nice big ass and like you want to slap it when you see it.
So all the time he's just slapping it.
Yeah.
What if he's fucking you and he slaps it? Does it matter?
No.
So that's okay.
Fine. I encourage that.
All right. So just not
Please
the passing by and the slapping of an ass.
Yeah. It's just like we're not doing. I'm just like getting ice out of the friggin' fridge, and you slap my ass, and it's like, dude, he scares the shit out of me. Oh my god! Like I'll be filming OnlyFans like in the shower, and like he'll come creep in and then scare the shit out of me on camera, and it's hilarious. But I'm like, one day I'm just gonna get a heart attack. I'm just gonna die. Because he scares the shit out of me, like literally. It's funny.
I don't like being scared.
I don't either, but it's funny. I laugh later, but like he needs to be careful when I get older.
Warning label.
Huh?
First celebrity crush.
Josh Hartnett.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I actually wrote to him when I was a kid, and he sent me a signed autograph, and that made
You still have it?
I don't.
Oh, sad. You should write him again. Maybe he'll give it to you.
I don't. I'll try.
Maybe,
or I could just hit him up on social media.
Say you want an autograph. How do I get a signed autograph? Yeah. I don't want anything else from you. I just want a signed
autograph. Do you think
autograph.
he has a Twitter?
Probably. Even if he doesn't handle it, but I'm sure there has to be something,
But I'm sure I'll be blocked off or shadow banned or some shit.
No, fuck it. Try it.
Okay.
Don't sell yourself short. You gotta
You're right,
just
Dr.
do
Texas.
it. You gotta the first thing you rip it off with the Band-Aid. You just go for it.
Just go for it. Fuck it.
And if you get rejected,
what I learned. That's what I learned today.
There you
Fuck
go.
it.
Yeah, because if you get rejected,
just do it.
What's the worst? They're gonna say no. Ooh, no. Like you've never heard that before.
If that's another rule, if someone says no, you're asking the wrong person.
True story. That is very true. I think it's like every problem has a solution. So therefore,
yes,
no will never.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
All right, so we're gonna play my favorite part called Truth with Texas. We're gonna get to a little bit racier questions.
Oh, I like racy.
Spicy, kinky, naughty, romantic. Would you consider yourself a romantic?
Yes.
What is the most romantic thing you've done for a partner?
I always feel like the guy should do it.
Okay. What's the most romantic thing a partner has done for you then?
Like the rose petals and like a bubble bath. Like I like the simple things.
Okay.
So like rose petals following up to the bath.
Should be taking notes.
Yeah, exactly. Like some chocolates.
Okay.
Some candles lit.
Right.
Maybe the camera already set up so we can film together.
You're big on the filming.
I do, because like we're making love and we're making money. That's beautiful.
Okay, you have like a set playlist that's playing in the back. Like what kind of music would be like even playing?
Like R&B, like.
Okay.
Are
you like a Chris Brown? Are you Weekend? Like what's your vibes? Are you Rihanna? Are you like SZA?
Was Genuine Ride the Pony?
Oh, okay. We're bringing it old school.
Yeah, I love that old school.
Okay, all right. How do you write it?
Yeah. How you asked me how do I rate it?
That's what.
Genuine, you know? Yeah. I was like,
What are your biggest turn-ons?
I like
You're actually getting turned on right now.
This is really weird. So like I like when like I'm getting fucked and like the guy puts his foot on my head.
Okay.
Like it's kind of like, I mean, people are like, oh, that's so demeaning, but like I don't know, I love it. Like.
And what position does this happen?
Like when it's doggy style. And like
Okay. I was like trying to get a visual. I'm like, oh.
And then if they're holding your hair too, that's even better.
Okay.
Like a
Is this
pony.
something that's like your go-to that you have to come, or that's just like your fit, like your?
I just like it. It just feels right.
Because you like to be dominated.
I like to be dominated. Yes.
Okay, so you're a sub.
I'm a sub. Yeah.
Okay, are you a sub with women?
Yes. I'm like, well, yes, I am.
Okay.
Because I feel like you need to be soft and sensual with a woman.
Okay, but there also has to be like two to tango, right? You have to be like the same way as like female males fuck. There has to be like one's doming the situation.
I feel like
So
the
it's
man should be doming this.
But if you're with fucking a woman, that's what I'm saying. Are you the one who's being the aggressor, or are you the one who's the more soft one?
It depends on how they are.
Okay.
I kind of go off of that.
Okay, so
you know, if they're not taking the initiative, then I will. But if someone has to, right?
Okay. What would you say are some deal breakers for you in a relationship? You're like, everything goes.
I mean, I'm pretty, cause like now since I'm doing porn, like I've been more lenient. Like I'm not as jealous as I used to be.
Okay.
I used to be crazy. Like I just did not trust anything a man would say. But now I'm just like, you know, it's your decision. Like I'm not gonna, cause I don't like when someone tries to control me. So I mean, I don't like people that lie. I really don't like people that lie. Even though I said, you know. Yeah, like lying constantly. Like just be real. Like why are you lying to me about like silly shit?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just be you. Be real.
Be real. Favorite place to be kissed?
You're
like my booty hole.
I like kissing. I like kissing people on the neck and the and the ears. But for me, I like I guess like when you kiss my ass, like worship.
See,
like when you
I
worship
said booty hole, but you know I was going further. You know,
yeah,
pussy
that works
pink,
too.
Booty hole brown.
Yes, yes.
Pound town. Perfect date night for you.
I know I'm so corny, but the beach.
Okay,
Just like a walk on the beach. Then we go to a restaurant on the beach.
it's not corny.
I love it. I love the beach.
Ooh, lights on or lights off?
Like a dim light so I can see what's going on still, but it still has that romantic mood to it.
Giving or receiving?
Giving, because I'm such a giving person.
Ooh, with your little fake voice, don't you be lying to Miss Texas.
Never. I just wanted to, you know.
Okay, that's your sexy voice. It's like me when I do my thing. It's like the phone sex operator.
Yeah.
You know. All right, spicy questions. What's the worst hookup story that you have been a part of?
God, there's so many.
Tell me the best one. Private Talk needs to know. We want to know. Tell us all about it.
Well, this guy did not know what he was doing.
In what aspect? Like pussy eating, just fucking, everything over all the top?
Everything, like everything. And he was like, I mean, it was like one of my first one night stands. And he was a guy that I like actually liked. And it's so stupid. You should never like do that shit with a guy.
You shouldn't like them.
Yeah,
Or
and
you shouldn't.
I was young though. I
Okay.
was really young. This was in college, and it was one of my first times. And like, he accidentally put it in my ass, and like I didn't. I was like, wait, and I just let it happen. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even want this, but I let it happen.
For how long? Like, how do you let something happen that you don't want to happen?
I don't know. It wasn't bad because he wasn't very big.
I was gonna say, like, if he was huge, I'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, we have to talk about this." It's
Like,
the same thing with sitting on your face. You gotta talk about it.
This was in my butt. You know?
Well, that's like training wheels.
Yeah. So it was like, it was like a little pinch. I was like, it's in my ass.
So you didn't feel it.
Yeah, so I was like, if I can't feel it, it's like, so it sucks.
It didn't matter.
Yeah. But it was still
Did
like.
you ever tell? Like, did he finish?
No, I think he eventually found where the pussy was, and
then he went back to the right.
But
home.
I was just like, this is horrible. Like, why am I even doing? I remember thinking that to myself. I'm like, why am I doing this?
That sounds horrible for you. I'm sorry that happened.
Never
to
saw
you.
that man again. But yeah,
Thank God.
yeah.
I'm
you
sure
learn when you learn when you learn.
I'm sure he watches your porn though, for sure.
Oh
He's
yeah, I'm
probably
sure he does, and he
subscribed-
probably hates himself for it.
He's
one of
probably
those.
subscribed to your OnlyFans.
Oh
for
God,
sure.
yeah.
He's
So many
like-
people hit me up and they're like, "Oh my God, we went to." I'm like, "Please don't tell me this. Like, I can't."
Toys in the bedroom.
What was it?
Toys in the bedroom. Do you have
Toys, yeah, Hitachi. I love my Hitachi. Like,
So
like
do
clip
you-
play while I'm getting fucked.
Oh, okay, so it comes out every time. The Hitachi while you're fucking?
Not every time. I try to give it a break because you don't want to be too
Okay,
much, you
hold
know.
on. Put your head up. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm petting you. Craziest place you had sex?
Deer blinds.
Okay,
Yes.
real country of Louisiana.
Yeah, I dated this redneck guy. I hated hunting. I just did it for him, you know?
I mean, that's what girls do. You don't really go out there. You go out there for, like,
Exactly.
the attention of a man, you know? Do you like dirty talk?
Yes.
Can you give me an example of your dirty talk?
Come on my pretty little face. I'm a nasty little fucking slut. Fuck me like a good little fucking whore. I like to be called a slut.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a relationship for sex?
Yes.
You got mad. Yes.
Like, I know. It's, yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep during sex?
No, but I've done that thing where I, like, pretended because I liked it.
You pretend.
I used to like watching, like, when you know how girls are, like, pretending? I think it was called, like, sleep creep. And the girl's, like, sleeping and she's getting fucked. Like, I liked it.
I did a movie like that, but I never, like, really happened because I'm just, like, you know, you just push your ass and you
Yeah,
just, like,
it's so easy to do, right? You're just like...
Just do it. Put it inside me. Have you ever broken up with someone because they were bad in bed?
Yes.
Okay.
I do that all the time.
Have you ever
I
thrown
just ghost
up
them, though.
on someone during sex?
Not during sex, no.
No blowjob, throwing up, no nothing?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, it's deep throating. Sometimes you gag. Sometimes food comes out. Yeah.
Celebrity
You spit it out and you move on.
hall pass. If you had a hall pass with your assistant, what would the celebrity hall pass be?
Gosh, definitely Drake.
Drake?
Or
So if he was like, baby.
Johnny Depp, because that's his favorite actor. That's evil. Sorry.
I love you.
I don't mind. It's Johnny Depp.
Kinky questions.
DP? Okay.
Hey, we're on to something, but we have to film it. Woke up to someone that you didn't know their name.
Oh, yeah. I mean, still to this day, I don't know who these people's names are.
You never asked them?
I mean, I did, but, like, I remember this guy, like, he wrote it on a piece of paper, but I threw it away. I don't remember.
You're like, this is, I don't even
I'm
know.
like, what is the point of this? I don't know you. He texted me, too. I don't know how he got my number. I guess maybe I gave it to him. I don't remember.
I hate when it's like, maybe so-and-so, and it
I
tells
have
you.
I have so many one-night stands.
How many one-night stands do you have? You had a
lot.
ballpark, like 100, 1,000. Where are we at?
Like, 30 maybe.
30. Okay, that's
Maybe.
reasonable.
You know?
Okay.
Like, this is before.
Pre-porn.
I mean, yeah, pre-porn.
Okay. Not bad at it. One-night stands could be successful if you want them to
30
be.
is a lot, though. That's
Because
a lot
it's
of
like,
women.
I mean, it is. For me, I just don't like people enough to, like,
Yeah.
fuck them on the first time. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm just kind of a dick most
I
times.
feel like I'm always curious. I always just wanted to know what their dick looked like some kind of way.
I'm from a small town too, so I'm just like I was always the one like, show me your dick, I'll show you how to take a bra off with one hand. Like, but after that, the curiosity killed it.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, and then I went to the next town over, and then I wanted to fuck all those boys, but none of the ones that I knew.
Yeah,
immediately. But you know, you go through stages of
You do.
sluttiness, and
You do.
things happen. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
I like that.
All right, so last set of questions is the naughty questions. Choked or spanked?
Choked and spanked.
One or the other. Naughty girl.
Choked.
Lube or spit?
Spit.
Handcuffs or blindfold?
Handcuffs.
What is your favorite thing to role play as?
An auntie.
Ooh, aunties. Oral sex, sloppy or clean?
Sloppy.
What is your biggest turn off?
Sweaty balls.
Good one. Have you ever hooked up with a friend's sibling?
Yes.
Were you friends after that hookup?
She doesn't know.
Oh, she knows now. No, I'm just
If she
kidding.
watches this, betting on she doesn't.
Have you ever had sex when someone was watching
Yes.
prior to porn?
Like another person was watching this?
Like in the room?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't that freaky yet.
Last question. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Oh, yes, all the time.
Can we hear what that sounds like?
Oh, yeah? Oh, my God. Fucking yes, harder, please. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mona. I think she likes us private talk. It's getting hot in here. That's the rest of Truth with Texas. You finished the game. Is there anything you would like to ask Miss Texas before you go?
Are you Are you familiar that you are your auntie Alexis in Iran?
I didn't know that in Iran that is, but I know that
you're very popular. You and Johnny Sins. He's the uncle.
I know in Iran I am very popular. I have a lot of fan base from there, and I know that my picture was used on a lot of things all over.
He tells me all the time.
My sex, my orgasm was like played on some commercial thing too. It was like a whole thing, but. I also heard that I think I'm banned from there as well.
Oh, I am too.
Because I was in a music video from Saucy with Saucy.
Yeah, he told me that.
I don't know. Apparently, people got mad. I didn't do anything but do my job.
Really, they got mad about that? I thought that was so dope.
Allegedly, Well, but in the article that I read, it was like that I was banned because I give it like a bad name to, I don't fucking know something, but who knows? I don't know. It was a catchy song. It was great. It was a fun time. But yeah, I did know that. Definitely, if I look at my demographic, my Tehran is definitely.
Same. It's the same with me. So
hey, I love all my fans. I mean, I appreciate it. I wish that I would get paid from some of the things that they're using my pictures on, but I do those things.
Fuck.
But hey, it's all love. Miss Texas appreciates you for taking the time and talking to us, Mona. I love getting to know you a little bit better.
Thank you.
My big booty queen.
Yes.
I feel like I hope that what's your takeaway from today? What is your lesson that you learned from Miss Texas?
I learned that God, what didn't I learn? Just fuck it. Fuck what everybody thinks. Just fucking do it. That's the biggest thing I've learned today, because I find myself questioning myself sometimes, and really it's like, the answer already. It's in yourself. You just gotta believe it and achieve it, really.
You said it. You know the answer already. Exactly. So fuck it and just do what Mona wants to do.
Can I get a pound?
You should definitely get a pound town over here. Yes. All right, I love it. Thank you so much again. This is the first time we've done an episode on the bed, so Private Talk After Dark, we're only getting spicier. So until we meet again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This episode is sponsored by Bet Online.